Greetings, and welcome to Brick and Lantern. I am the innkeeper. Tonight I will be drinking a glass of tea, and we will be building a small minifigure vignette. My plan is to take this lovely noble on this jar and build him a nice little fireplace in his study. Let's get him a little closer so you can... This evening we'll be using a 6x6 plate as our base, and we'll be building off a little bit, not too much. My goal is that we use a smaller plate and increase the amount of detail in the small space while also saving on a few parts, because frankly, I don't have too much extra room right now. The first thing I want to do is immediately attack a small fireplace for this gentleman to enjoy a drink by. I'm going to use a snot construction using these two headlight bricks as a place to kind of base our mantle off of. I like the idea of snot. It adds a nice amount of smoothness to this build and keeps the amount of exposed studs down, which is especially helpful considering I don't know how I'd tile off a fireplace, though I'd be interested to definitely try one in the future. I'm going to take these two upright constructions and attach them to the headlight bricks, and that will form the basis of our fireplace. All we'll need to do is toss a little bit of flame in there later on, and hopefully we'll have a nice warm place to relax. So I've set the fireplace aside, and I'm turning now to the small wall constructions. I'm using a 3x1 brick in conjunction with a 2x1 cobblestone brick. These are mostly in the Minecraft line, but I feel they're really versatile, especially for castle. I've also taken the 6x6 plate, and I've attached the sides to it. My hope is that I'm going to kind of give this a little bit of depth and also a nice display piece. My goal is that we don't just put the plate down with the build on top of it and call it a day, but more so that we have some place to display and that it'll look nice next to the other builds we'll be making. Here I am building a small chair for the nobleman. So my favorite part about this is I used a 2x1 plate and then two 1x1 bricks to kind of make this rich maroon. I had a lot of this part lying around, and I thought it would be a really good color to kind of make a nice plush chair out of, but I had to experiment a couple of ways before I settled on this method, and I really found I liked the way it looked a lot. So the chair is going to be placed next to the fireplace. This is a very deep and rich color build, but I think it's really nice actually when we have it under the light. We have a lot of translucent parts on it, and it really helps pull it all together. Our chair is sitting there in the back, and we are actually starting to get most of the way through this build. You can see in the foreground there, our noble has decided to take a little nap. I think he was a little impatient when I was building this for him. Here we are back again. I'm still fiddling with this fireplace. I'm trying to make sure that the firepiece actually stays in it. It's a little rickety, it's a short firepiece, so attaching it to the inside of the house is gonna be a little difficult, and as I saw several times throughout the building process, it actually popped out of place, which became a little frustrating when the rest of the place is ready and your fire does not want to stay in your fireplace. So over here we've attached the walls and we've given the fireplace a little hood. We've also built out the sides of the build a little bit. I just wanted to put some longer 1x8 plates on the side to kind of give it a little room to breathe. For me, I always love elements of builds that extend out and kind of bring a little life And oh yes, he has dropped his wine glass on the floor there. Looks like that's the end of the build. Nice little tight, dense build. It'll be great to put him as the first one on our shelf. Fire's peeking out the back a little bit there, but I don't think he has to mind. There is our nobleman. He is enjoying a nice fire after a long day of work. That is the end of our build. I really like this little piece of character with the translucent wine spill and the absolute depth of just those cobblestone 2x1s. So I'm gonna put it up on the shelf now. This is gonna be the first build up on the shelf. He's got his own little place carved out for it. There he goes. Safe and sound up there on the vignette shelf. I cannot wait to add another one on. I think I'm gonna do the Black Falcon next, but don't tell anyone I told you that. But thank you very, very much for coming to the first minifigure vignette. I'm not gonna ask you to like or subscribe. You can feel free to do that. And anytime you need a place to rest, feel free to come on over to Brick and Lantern Tavern. We've always got a chair here for you. Bye-bye.